All right. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of That's right, even with feedback. Welcome to yet another exciting and brand new episode of 3 Random Books, 3 Tarot Card episode. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. This is a brand new episode, whereas you had to contend with and perhaps settle for rehashed episodes from early this year in January. This is a brand new episode. That's right. And it's exciting. It had a new exciting intro versus this one here. This was the original opening for 3 Random Books, 3 Tarot Card Draw. We've kind of upgraded somewhat, but anyway. Without further ado, the first book that presented itself for this brand new exciting episode is The Complete Guide to Acupuncture and Acupressure. Let's see if you can help you see that there. All right, so that's the book there. And tarot card associated. This time I'm pulling from the Crowley Jehuti Tarot deck, the Thothme Tarot, and it's the 4 of Cups, part of the Minor Arcana. That's what's associated with this particular book. And it's a 3 card draw, future, past, present, however you want to divvy that up. Or it could be, 3 aspects, body, mind, or spirit, however you wish to, how it speaks to you. We're sort of got an open-ended system here, not superimposing, one interpretation for these items that have been brought together from the vast multiverse. Somehow it may speak to somebody, so at some level in the omniverse. And anyway, so what I do is I associate the card with the book, and there's 3 cards and 3 books. And I also just do like a little fun reading. I randomly open the book and then, just share a little bit from the book, and perhaps that information will all sort of blend together in one sort of cosmic, homogeneous, meaning for the individual out there. And so let's see, without further ado, I'm going to share from the book. Have the law of yin and yang and the 5 elements. So that's here in chapter 22. And I'm just going to read a little bit from this book, and then I'll move on to the next. It is thought to have been 2,000 years ago, during the Qin and Han dynasties, that the Su Man Re Kyu, the most esteemed classic on Oriental medical science, and other such works were compiled. Since the law of yin yang and the 5 elements were the philosophy of nature in ancient China at this time, these concepts were utilized in theoretical explanations in the classics on Oriental medical science. For example, the classics tried to fix the number of vital points, the points of response, of diagnosis, and of treatment for disharmony of the body at 365, in order to be in agreement with the number of days in the year. This follows from the concepts regarding the human body as the microcosm. The rules which govern the movement of the heavenly bodies also govern the microcosm, the human body, to the same degree. All right, so that was a chapter I just read out of a paragraph rather I just read from chapter 22, the law of yin yang and the 5 elements from the book. The Complete Guide to Acupuncture and Acupressure. And And of course, as I mentioned, the card associated with that is the Four of Cups, and that's part of the Minor Arcana. And of course, this is from the Thoth Tarot deck, and that card represents the emotional and psychic aspects of life. Fantasy, imagination, feelings, love. A 4 in this suit refers to a restless time. Emotions could be emotion stabilized. A relationship might be comfortable, but stability of emotion, emotional control, maternal love. So that's the card that I associated with the acupuncture acupressure book, and it sort of works. They draw on one another, and then we're going to move on to the next book in the next book, and the second book in the 3 random books is this book here, From Atlantis to the Sphinx by Colin Wilson. If you can see that right there. And the card associated, let me get my acupressure glasses on so I can accurately understand this. We have the Success card here, okay, and that is what is associated with this book by Colin Wilson, the Six of Disc, Minor Arcana, Six of Disc is also called Success. And I'm going to read just a little bit from this book, and then of course discuss what the card purports to be, what it amounts to, and then you can leave it up to your interpretation how you wish to proceed with that. So we have from Atlantis to the Sphinx, within the chapter called Egyptian Mysteries. Of course, this book's by Colin Wilson, and it says here, I really need to get some new glasses. Says, let's see, I'm going to read a little bit from here. What is at issue might be made clearer by reference to another esoteric thinker of the 20th century, George Ivanovich Gurdjieff. In 1914, Gurdjieff told his disciple Ouspensky that there is a fundamental difference between real art and subjective art. Real art is not just an expression of the artist's feelings, it is as objective as mathematics, and will always produce the same impression on everyone who sees it. Goes on to say, the Great Sphinx in Egypt is such a work of art, as well as some historically known works of architecture, certain statues of gods, and many other things. There are figures of gods and of various mythological beings that can be read like books, only not with the mind, but with the emotions, providing they are sufficiently developed. In the course of our travels in Central Asia, we found in the desert at the foot of the Hindu Kush a strange figure which we thought at first was some ancient god or devil. At first, it produced upon us simply the impression of being a curiosity. But after a while, we began to feel that this figure contained many things, a big, complete, and complex system of cosmology. And slowly, step by step, we began to decipher this system. It was in the body of the figure, in its legs, in its arms, in its head, in its eyes, in its ears, everywhere. In the whole statue, there was nothing accidental, nothing without meaning. And gradually we understood the aim of the people who built this statue. We began to feel their thoughts, their feelings. Some of us thought that we saw their faces, heard their voices. At all events, we grasped the meaning of what they wanted to convey to us across thousands of years. And not only the meaning, but all the feelings and the emotions connected with it as well. That indeed was art. So that was a little bit of a sample reading from this book, as I already declared the title earlier. The card associated with that is the Six of Discs. The Success card, the ruler is the moon. This is a card of settling down. It is very heavy, wholly lacking in imagination, Lord of success. Moon is exalted in Taurus, having experienced both the bad and good ideas, gain and loss. The Six of Discs has achieved a wiser attitude towards material concerns. Nothing is taken, my dear and esteemed viewer, nothing is taken for granted, if you will. The Six of Discs suit enters the harmonious realms of Tiphareth, back to the well-balanced middle of the tree, leaving behind the crisis of the five, regaining success and wealth, have experiencing both the bad and good sides, gain and loss. The Six of Discs has achieved a wiser attitude towards material concerns. Nothing is taken for granted so easily anymore, and losses won't be taken for the end of the world. The material wealth is viewed in its actual value, not higher than it is and not lower than when we actually had expected more. All right, so that was that's the card associated with the Colin Wilson From Atlantis to the Sphinx book, right there. And all right, and so we're going to move on to the last book here, the third book. Boy, this is a tough episode, but hey, I had to do it. I had to bring it back. I had to bring it back instead of rehashing the old one. The third book in the series is the Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. All right, and this is an autographed copy. This is a very special book here. But if you're a Tolkien fan, you'll know what this is about. And the card associated with this book, let me get my J.R.R. Tolkien. These are my J.R.R. Tolkien model reading glasses right here. We have the Tower card, which is associated with this book by J.R.R. Tolkien. All right, everybody, thank you for your patience. So we got the Tower card right here, folks. I'm gonna, of course, you're in luck because I'm gonna be reading a little bit from the Silmarillion and then equating what the Tower card means with the passage that I read from. So here we go, folks. Hold on. This is exciting stuff indeed. Right? I know. That's right, kids. Gather around. Make your buddy smile. Gather. Let's get him. Bring it in. Okay, so I'm going to read from this. Read a passage here. Oh wow, what have I got here? It looks like I got some kind of. Oh yeah, a map. I'll have to probably some buried treasure. But, and here we go. And this is just a random portion of the book that I turned to and read from. But Caranthir, who loved not the sons of Finarfin, and was the harshest of the brothers, and the most quick to anger, cried aloud, "Yea more, let not the sons of Ninnerin run hither and thither with their tails to this dark elf in his caves. Who made them our spokesmen to deal with him? And though they be come indeed to Beleriand, let them not so swiftly forget that their father is a lord of the Noldor, though their mother be of other kin." Then Angrod was wrathful, and went forth from the council. Maedhros indeed rebuked Caranthir, but the greater part of the Noldor of both followings, hearing his words, were troubled in heart, fearing the fell spirit of the sons of Fëanor, that it seemed would ever be like, wow, these glasses, these J.R.R. Tolkien glasses, gotta get them. Where was I? That would ever be like to burst forth. So, fearing the fell spirit of the sons of Fëanor, that it seemed would ever be like to burst forth in rash word or violence. But Maedhros restrained his brothers, and they departed from the council. And soon afterwards they left Mithrim, and went eastward beyond Elros to the wide lands about the hill of Himring. The hill of Himring. All right, so that was just a little bit of a snippet from the Silmarillion, that's a hard word to say, but book written by a personal friend of mine, J.R.R. Tolkien. Of course, I've got the J.R.R. Tolkien model reading glasses right here. And the card associated with the J.R.R. Tolkien Silmarillion book is the Tower card from the Thoth Tarot deck. The Tower Thoth Tarot symbolizes the rigidity and hard shell of the human soul. The rigidity and hard shell of the human soul. All right? So destruction of shape, nullification, in fact, enlightenment and awareness is struck like a lightning stream in destroying lies and rigid thoughts. And the shadow, the light of that has overcome ourselves for the soul to be free. The meaning of this card, the shadow part of it is blind destruction quality, breaking the outer coating, experiencing the pain to produce new things, like a new episode of 3 random books, Universal Tarot card reading, a new episode. It's like birthing a new, little creature that I just had to do it. The last episode I made was in January of this year. That's many months ago. So, but anyway, that is what this Tower card from the Thoth Tarot represents: breaking the outer coating, experiencing the pain to produce new things. Every ending is a new start. And there you have it, folks. That was 3 random books, 3 tarot cards. And of course, keep in mind that the tarot card readings, it's the base, it's 3, there's 3 cards. It's symbolic of the pyramid, 3 sides of the pyramid, in a 2-dimensional, rendering. And so the cards that are associated with the books and the passage, perhaps it will mean something to somebody out there. They'll be able to, sort of piece together some sort of, component meaning for their own soul path. All right, folks, stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And stick around. We got exciting things, more issues coming, more episodes of 3 random books. Perhaps I'll come up with a new gimmick, one where I'll be doing backflips. I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Namaste. Namaskaram.